Yamini Mofanyame Midini Waba Ascend near Mokosunska New film on from Obida Yamini. I don't know why you need to go so you can go through the like I said, I'm very pretty. Yamini. I say, Mimi, Uncle Sunka, you from Obida. Good morning. 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 Ooh, la la. God is wonderful. God is good to me. God. God is good all the time. God is good. God is good. God is good all the time. All the time. God is good. God is good all the time. All the time. God is good. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't go down. Go up. Go up. Go up. This is awesome. This is awesome. Oh, come on. Go up now. Go up now. Good morning, guys. Who is live? No one is here. I want to see who is here. I want to see who is here. Who is here? I want us to have a conversation. I want us to have a conversation. How are you? You all right? Salter, how are you? Salter, can you talk? How are you doing? Salter, me. How are you doing? You all right?
9 बजे खोल 50-60 फॉलोअर ज्यादा नहीं मिला है
ಒಬ್ಬ ಚೀಕಡ್ಡೆಲಿ ಮಜಾ ಕಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ तो
लाइव बनना ना लेने में फॉलोअर लेना
How are you doing?
आटा लगी
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to your time. First, Labor Day, so okay. So, guys, if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to support by liking my page. This morning, I want to talk to you guys. As a woman married and not living in Africa, if you are living in Africa, most of the time, the men are responsible. They just automatically take responsibility to paying all the bills, mortgage, rent, being the head of the home, being the breadwinner. I will tell you this, money is one of the major reasons why marriages ended up in divorce. Money is one of the main reasons why that resulted in marriages results in divorce. When you are in an environment whereby the extent to which intimacy used to be is depreciating, is going down, the extent to which you spend quality time with your partner is going down, reassess things and ask yourself, Is the contributing factor money? Because of that money situation, sometimes a husband stop talking to a woman, the wife, come home all moody because they are tired and they are paying all the bills alone. They go to their bedroom. They avoid engaging their wives, even the kids. Because of financial burden on the men, sometimes they don't even have time for themselves, let alone create time to engage you and have time with, go on date with you, spend time out of the house with you. If you can engage as a man in the conversation, this is where the communication comes in. People think it's communication that is the main issue. There is a problem. And because there is a problem, there must be effective communication in marriages, in a relationship. Whenever you see a woman that is so anxious, not sure of what you are thinking, not sure of how everything going, just thinking about the young ones and the challenges they face in school. There are some beautiful videos. Okay, all right, I will talk about it. Someone is sending me, my religious people are sending me messages about videos that will help the kids and the challenges they are going on in school, so I'll watch that later. So people think communication. I'll tell you this, because there is a problem, that is why you have communication issues. But to solve the problem, you must have effective communication in the home. How do you team up with your wife to solve the financial burden and the stress that you are going through in your house? That stress that causes you to avoid the woman. That stress that causes you to not engage intimately with the woman. How do you approach it? We talked about communication yesterday. It's on my Facebook page. Go and scroll. You see the type. You see a picture. I post my picture and I'll type the strategy. So we did communication yesterday. So go to my page, Facebook page, follow the page, Epa Worldwide, and then read everything you see. If you see a picture, try and see if you open it and see if there's a big long essay typed up. Read those. So yesterday we talked about communication in marriages within a couple. So I'm not going to repeat myself. But I'm telling you that because of this financial burden, there is a problem. Guys, my computer needs to be revamped. So I put the charger in. You guys know I sleep in my bed sometimes with my computer, so okay, let's put the charger back in. Oh, and I usually have this ring light here, but I need my charger so I can charge my phones, and I think I'm not even charging the power bank. Let's put the power bank also in. Oh, okay, I see what I'm doing. Let's charge the phones. Let's charge the power bank so that we'll have it. Yeah. You see? So because there is a problem and everybody is moody, everybody is sticking to themselves. Now the woman is anxious because they are uncertain. Why is the man detached? Why is the man moving away? Why is the man not engaging? Why is the man not supporting? Why is the man, now he comes, he goes? So the woman become anxious, uncertain of what is going on, stressed up. Now everybody keep going apart, and the space becomes wider. You cannot just get up one day and have that space come back. It involves strategies. Try and think about the strategies. As a woman, your husband can come from work and that day, this person called yesterday and they didn't talk, so I don't see why I should answer them again. And let me mute my phone so that when calls come in, they won't distract us again. So, as a woman, your husband is coming. Hi, I see you guys. Scooby, Regional, Rebecca. I think that's probably Rebecca. Efwakwan. Cold Park, Achikababa. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Forgive me. Okay, my pronunciation teacher is gone. he's no more alive. I don't know where he's at. I don't even know his name. So forgive me, okay? Bucho, thank you all for coming. Don't forget to tap your button and give us some likes, okay? Send us some roses too if you can. God bless you. So you have to use strategies like, okay, surprise him. It will be shocking to him like, when? Since when did this one start doing this? He's come from work. That day you dress up. That's the day you are going to start communication. You meet him at the door. You open the door for him. How was work? You come back to the kitchen. Oh, I prepared you something to eat. You start from baby steps. Hi, Anastasia. Kiba, how are you? You start from baby steps. So you open that door for him. You bring him. You show him that, you cook something for him. You go mind your business. He'll be thinking in his head, where did I sleep last night? My dear, you are starting now to revamp the marriage. You are not going to leave that marriage to fail and go and land in the hands of the devil on the streets. That woman that is going to take hold of him, that woman will not even do a better job than you can do. My dear, you mind your business that day. So when he comes, say, how was the food? Did you eat? Okay, just checking on you. Maybe by then you even got so bad that you're sleeping in different rooms. My dear, the next time you give him, you see if he will respond. If he doesn't respond, you give him a little bit space. You come back again. You approach him again. Babe, today I thought you are off. I cooked something for us to have for lunch. After that, do you mind us taking a walk this evening? You are trying to bring back bonding, no? You are trying to bring back bonding, okay? You finish, you say, I cooked something for us to have for lunch today. I'm wondering if you are free this evening. Do you have any plans? Maybe that time you stop even talking about your plans with each other. I'm wondering if we can take a walk. We have to put our health too into perspective. You start doing that. Next minute, you the husband, your job, Efia, how are you? You start bringing back, you say, you ask, you the wife, you ask, I've realized that these days, we have not been close like we used to be. We don't talk about our problems, our concerns with each other. I just want to find out, is there something you want to talk about? Is there something that is bothering you that you want me to know? What do you think I can do to make it better? You the wife, you do that too. Okay. Next minute, you the man, don't be too egocentric and too cocky and please go. Because the marriages that are failing is too much. And I'm doing this video because I have a project right now and I really want to be successful at that project. Okay, I have a client in therapy. She just came for consultation and luckily enough, she said she would like both her and her husband to see me on a weekly basis. And we started. I like the man a lot and I feel like this is a man that with the right support from the two of them working together, the marriage can go back to where it used to be, and the man will start sharing his plans and decisions with the woman again, and he will stop sharing important decisions and concerns that relate to the family's needs with his family. How is your family going to be able to take decisions better for your family than that of your wife? But to listening to him, the wife has disappointed him constantly when he tried to engage her. Let's buy a house, the wife will turn it down. Let's do this, the wife will turn it down. So they are not hearing each other's concerns. But he has bought the house, which at the time may seem like a bad thing, but now he's saying it's beginning to pay off. When you buy a house, it's a good thing, no? Me, if you come to this country, I came to America, within 2 years, I bought a house. The person that said we shouldn't buy a house today, he's the one living in the house with another woman. He has lost his job for 19 years. He's back in court trying to get me in court talking about child support. He's the one benefiting in the house now. The house have a lot of equity in it. Because I also don't believe in living in an apartment. When I left that marriage, I bought my own house. And this September 15th will be 9 years since I bought my own house. And I'll also share you there is equity in it. So there is glory in buying house. If you're working together and you buy a house early on in the marriage, whilst you are raising kids. When the kids become older and stuff, then financially things are better. You can buy another house, move into that, renovate this one, and put this one into a rental property. So you see how you are curing generational poverty, you are building generational wealth by working together and being calculatedly living within your means. You don't go and pick a mortgage of 5,000 when your income for the whole month is 6,000. You go and pick a mortgage that is 2,000, 2,005. Make sure within the whole month your utilities, your bills will be within maybe 50 to 60% of the bills, so that it doesn't bring too much burden on yourselves. Too much financial burden means less time together, less intimacy, less time to communicate, less time to even listen to each other's pain, concerns, and stress, and maybe some illness they may be having, but they are not talking about it. Like, I've been having headache lately, but why don't you take some time off from work? But guess what? People take vacation from jobs and go and work. The 2 weeks vacation that they took from work, their full-time work, they are now working full-time for that 2 weeks at their part-time job because of financial stress in the home. How about you use one of that week to take a vacation with your spouse, your family, a weekend getaway, and the vacation hours they will pay you, you use some of that to bring bonding. Working so much, guys, forgive me, I'm getting warm. You understand? You have to make sure that, I believe in sika kakra or do kakra. Small money, love small. Small money, small love. You work together, you enjoy love together. But if the burden is on one person, and the men, when the woman is supporting you paying the bills, show appreciation. It's not like the woman is supporting you pay the bills, and when because of that you have a little bit freedom. So when you get the money, you take it to go send to your family in Africa. You send it to do unnecessary things. You have the free money, so you go and cheat with that money. My dear, if you have free money, put it into high yield investment accounts, so that you get old one day, the kids leave home, you have some resources to enjoy yourself. You spend the whole lifespan raising kids. You have some time now to enjoy yourselves. Welcome Emeka, welcome Marie, welcome Basiros or Cyril. I hope I am pronouncing your name well. Welcome Sashi, welcome Will, user 937 something rich, welcome La Princess, welcome Norma Williams, welcome Daisy, welcome Samira Abdurrao, I don't know, welcome Olufemi, welcome. Olufemi is like Yoruba. How are you? Hima, how are you? User 609, how are you? Yes. Fayad, how are you? Janice Joseph, how are you? Yes, if I didn't pronounce your name, forgive me. Sami Dankwa, okay, Sami sounds like a Ghanaian. Dankwa, how are you? Morgan Vice, how are you? Alima, how are you? I am Dorsey. Good to have all of you back on board. Listen, don't forget to follow my page and send a like. Nobody have liked it, just tap your screen. See, I tapped it. We have 6 likes. It's easy, just tap and you have likes. Okay, so we are talking about men that are the only people paying bills in the home, and as a result they are stressed, they are exhausted, and they are unable to connect again with you. As a result, you feel avoided, you feel like they are ignoring, they are avoiding you. As a result, you have anxiety, you are stressed, you are nervous, you are angry, you are depressed. When you are a man and your wife, you come home, your wife is not cleaning the house. You are come home. I always tell you that being a stay-at-home mom is the most tedious job on this earth. Just because the woman don't work and bring money to support the home does not mean they are not doing any work. That is a full-time job. Doing homework with the kids, that is somebody's full-time job. That's why we have private teachers. Cleaning, bathing for the kids, washing their clothes, doing laundry, cooking for the kids, that is nanny's job. That is somebody's full-time job that they do for income. What again? Taking the kids to doctor's appointment. All those things are jobs that have been relinquished to the wives, some stay-at-home wives, to do. As a result, there is what? There is stress. They are tired, but because they are not bringing money, the men sometimes don't see it as a support, a valid support that the women are contributing to the home. I don't know how to add people, so I don't know. Help me out if you know how to add people. I'm gonna try and send invite to see if that works. I don't know how to add people, if you ask me, so forgive me if no one is joining. I'm a Facebooker, I'm a YouTuber. I don't know much about TikTok, okay, but I'm liking to come to TikTok. I like to keep my TikTok also going, so don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Epa Worldwide, TikTok, Epa Worldwide, YouTube, subscribe to my channel, Epa Worldwide, and go to Instagram, Epa_Worldwide. It's only Instagram that have Epa_Worldwide. Okay, so we are talking about how to revamp the relationship from the stresses that have come on board. Money is one of it. We're talking about communication, but I spoke about communication yesterday. Today, I'm telling you that communication is not the primary problem most of the time. Most instances is money. How do you use communication to solve the money problem? That is where you have to break the ice, the disconnection that caused you to be angry and stressed and frustrated at your wife. So when you come home, you just go straight to your room, bath, and go hide in your room. You're going to break that with communication. So I'm telling the women the strategies to start engaging the men. Have food ready. Meet them at the door. How was day today? How was work today? I'm sorry that you are tired. But so me too, I prepared some food for you. You go, understand that time there is already stress in the home. There's already no communication. So even you sitting down there will annoy him probably in some instances. He will not come and eat. So sitting there, just introduce him to the food and just give him space. That's when you just starting the baby steps. You give him space and then you check in with him. Or when he didn't eat, go to his room. Oh, you didn't eat? Are you okay? Still be a pest, be poking, be bothering him. He will start thinking, what has changed? What has changed now? Our boy has started being a good bobo. Okay. He will consider eating that food. You continue it for a while. Now you come, say, oh, I have some food ready, but I'm wondering if you finish. Do you have some time this evening? For us to take a walk. Let's go for a walk. He may turn it down that day, but be checking on him. One day is his off day during the week. Oh, you are off today, so I thought I prepared some lunch for us to have together. So that after that we can take a walk. You understand? Or you go and take a walk, so you have dinner, but you want us to take a walk. So you take a walk to help with bonding. Let me tell you that bonding is essential to bringing back the fire in the bedroom. So you start doing things. Okay, maybe he stays on the computer a lot because of his work. You go and stand. Yesterday we talked about effective communication, engaging. Effective engagement. Put everything away. You are on the phone, you are TV, watching TV. She comes, she wants to talk. Let her feel heard. Put off the TV. Okay. Yeah. Initially it will stand awkward though, because this is not normal. You start engaging. Do you have a minute? I want to talk to you. Even initially you don't know what to say. You're just going to be silly. No, I just want to let you smile. I just want to see you smile without doing anything. Just look at my beautiful face. Just being silly like that. Something simple. Rather than when the tension is there, you still go and put the whole conversation at once with all your 10 years of stress. 10 years of stress means all the problems in the home that need to be fixed. It can be fixed in one day. When I had this client last week, I told them she want to move on from the whole thing. You are not even communicating. You are not even engaging. So we have to start on that level before we even come to the money situation and decisions that he has taken with his family concerning your family. If you can reach to his heart, he cannot come to your level and want to now trust you to be discussing. Because don't forget, in this particular case, he said he has tried to, before they bought the house, he tried to engage her. She said no, she wouldn't even give him her head. And she frantically said, if you buy it, I will not be part of the bills. You bought it, so you're going to pay all the bills. Master, the equity in the house, if he's not there, is yours. This man said everything he has is his. Everything she put, he owned in the marriage, he puts down that it should be, when he's not there, is hers. So how can you listen to such a man talk like this, and you will not like to work with him to make the home a success? So my mission is to make sure that they start engaging each other, start bringing back trust, start communicating, start doing the little things that matters. And when you start reaching to his heart, and they talk about the home cleaning. Master, you are in the house, the woman is in the house, both of you are responsible for cleaning the house. I understand someone is not home at certain time, going to work. Somebody is also not in the house at certain time, cleaning the going to work. But at the end of the day, Mami Puma, welcome. Diana Amwa, welcome. Thank you. Leah, welcome. You cannot do the cleaning alone, and your wife cannot do the cleaning alone, especially when there are kids involved. It pays to have a period where you say, oh, my wife is tired, let me clean the house. In fact, I'm going to read somebody's thing they put out for their wives 40 years. Ooh, goodness. Guys, I'm just checking the market today. Okay. Somebody's 40 years. Actually send this to her to read, so I think I can easily retrieve it from my WhatsApp. Okay, so we're gonna read this. Okay, we're gonna read this. This is somebody's post. Okay, and I feel like we can all learn from this, and this is what exactly I'm talking about. So for the men, this is for you. Okay, this husband based in Ghana, he wrote a tribute for the wife. She said, this is one of my favorite pictures in the world. Let me tell you why. And this is the picture in question. If you're Ghanaian, you probably can identify these people. And he said, when we returned from Accra, I had landed this freelance job. We moved into my mother-in-law's house. This is a man writing now. And I need to pause and say this now. I know I hardly ever posted about my in-laws, but I have some of the greatest in-laws in the world. I will forever honor and adore my mother-in-law because it's her special heart that her daughter inherited. When we returned from Accra, she gave up her master bedroom for Mercy and I, him and his wife. And for 1 whole year, I literally slept in her sofa. No, she literally slept. Yeah. She slept in her sofa. And this is some of the things I always say, like somebody like me, I'm a divorcee. I'm happily divorced, but I hate divorce. And this is why I talk about strategies to keep the home intact. In my situation, you cannot solve the problem alone. And if the person is not willing to solve the problem with you, and it involves domestic violence, and it involves financial abuse, and it involves disrespect where in-laws are involved, there's no winning with that. Okay, always being undermined, always being treated to feel less of a human, less of yourself. If you were on Facebook, you probably heard my story many times where I told you guys at some point in my marriage, or at the time when my marriage failed, I told myself I would do breast lift, tummy tuck, vaginal reconstruction. I said it all. Did I do any of those? No. But this is me. This is me. I feel more confident because I'm no more being abused. I have learned about domestic violence. I've learned about trauma. I've learned about how, as a mental health nurse practitioner, how these things affected me then. One of the most beautiful courses I've taken was my nursing, psychiatric nurse courses, whereby I'm using one stone to kill two birds. Understanding where I was coming from, my situation, and how it was affecting my brain and how it was harming me. And how I will use those things I'm learning to study and pass school, to teach somebody else as a patient, but also applying it to myself. I became my own patient, guys. And that is how I'm sitting here, helping somebody. You get it? So, listen carefully to this. In the situation where marriages ended up in divorce, it is because the problems could not be solved. It's not because those problems that were that were able to solve their problems and they stayed together, they are rocket scientists. No, it is because both of them are willing. When did you see an African man wanting to be in therapy? But I was shocked to see this man wanting to come to see me. I'm not a therapist. I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I'm a prescriber. However, I am a coach. I do mental health coaching. So the aspect of my therapy is more of coaching. Therapists don't give you tools. Therapists guide you. Me, I guide you. I give you tools. I tell you what to do. Suggest what you should do. If you do it, it works for them. Those who have done what I told them to do, they came back with their praise. So I'll tell you that. So men that acknowledges what I'm reading to you, and their women, their essence, their contributions goes far. Marriages that men involves their women in critical decision making, they go far. You get it? This woman, and then also, like I was saying, as a divorcee with 2 boys, I would not want my kids to be divorced. So whatever I have to do to help them as a grandma when the time comes, and mother-in-law, I will do it. If it involves me leaving my home and my bed, I will do that. And that's what this mother-in-law did. And this is where the son-in-law has returned her praise publicly, and we are all learning from it today. So he said that Sofa, she cooked for us. Take note, her mother-in-law, who has been established and don't want her daughter's marriage to fail, she sacrificed to keep her, to reduce anything that could be a stressor in her daughter's marriage away. That's why I'm telling you, you and I, we probably, because of our backgrounds, we were not able to have bank accounts for our kids. But because we were single mothers stressing to build ourselves, our careers and stuff. As a single mother, I became an associate degree RN, bachelor's degree RN, and psychiatric nurse practitioner. So I didn't have time to engage in a relationship, socially engage, have time for myself, and maybe do important things, pleasurable things I would like to do with my kids. So now that I'm established, if God help my kids and they are going through some stresses, I will probably be still working then. I will be able to have a little bank account on the side for my son, my grandchildren. That is what we should be doing as grandparents. To help destroy and kill what? Poverty in our lineage. To help build a generational wealth. Life insurance. Get it on you for different companies for each of your grandkids. And come back to tell me later, when you're 100 years and dead and gone, you'll be smiling in your grave because your kids and your grandkids are now becoming okay because of the steps you have put in place. So this grandmother is a typical example of what I'm sharing with you. When we so he said that she cooked for us, helped us with the children, and made sure we were comfortable. My mother came to this country, and she's one of the reasons my marriage failed. My husband wasn't good, but my mother contributed to it too. These days, when you bring your parents from Africa, they want to go and do living. They want you to pay them. When I was paying supporting my mom to take care of my big sister, my big brother, their children. I had the opportunity to start having children, brought my mom. That wasn't the case. She expected me to pay her $1,000 a month when I was not even paying childcare $1,000 a month. My mom came, I was in school doing prerequisites. She wanted me to stop paying. I am in good terms with my mom, just so you know. I'm just sharing with you things that kills relationships and destroy homes and destroy even important extended relationships. So we now these days, because of money, greed, self-centeredness, we are not helping our homes grow, our children grow. We are not empowering our generations after us to become solid, to have solid foundation. If you like what I'm saying, like. I'm not saying nobody like. Can you like it? Like the video. It won't hurt you. Okay? Like it. All right? So because of us, we are not doing this, because we are not doing this because of financial selfishness, greed from our parents. Some of our parents we brought from Africa to this country. They want to go and do living. They want to not support us. Some Nigerians have the best. Some Nigerians, Jews and Indians, they will even do it to the point where the grandmother that is here, that is supporting the family, is on payroll. They are going to use their salary to pay up to $12,000 or something a year into that person's account, and they will not have to pay taxes related to that, and that can be tax deducted from your taxes when you file tax at the end of the year. There are a lot of things that you can do. You get it? But here lies the case. You have parents that don't want to support their kids to become successful in their marriages, because to them, I have even people share their stories with me. Their mothers don't want them to be married because they are here single, working, sending them money to build the family house, to do this, to do that. Because of that, they think, oh, if you marry, your attention will shift. Your husband will not let you take care of your siblings again, and this and that. To me, if marrying will slow you down, continue doing what you are doing, and they act like they are giving you good advice. So I'll share another story on a different day. So understand that we all have a responsibility to help prevent the many divorces that is out there that we are seeing. So today we are talking about what women can do to decrease the financial burden on the men. We are not even diving into the monetary aspect here. We are just diving into understand that this financial burden has brought crack in communication, crack in bonding, crack in intimacy. You see your husband see you, they came from where you are home, they look away. All that is beginning to stress you. Now the woman is feeling depressed, even though they are home or taking care of the kids. They just barely have energy. They have anhedonia, they have apathy, they have all the symptoms of depression, and so they don't have the energy required to clean the home. When you come now, you are angry, the house is dirty, the house is this, the house is that. So you feel disgusted, you just take a shower, go to your bedroom and hide away from the mess. It is because there is a problem, and the problem is not being solved. So we are now talking about the preliminaries of what women can do to help bring the relationship back, to help bring communication back, to help bring intimacy back. And when you get to that point, then the man now can trust you and be like, babe, I really want us to talk. You first ask, what has been the issue? I realized that we don't even get close these days. We don't talk, and we barely have time to spend together these days. What can I do to help lessen some of the burden? We've shared some of them, and I'm sharing these people's story because this will help the men. Okay, the men that think the woman is home doing nothing, and so, that's why I'm reading this from a man who posts about his experience and how his marriage stood the test of time. So he said the mother-in-law left her bedroom for them. She slept on her sofa for an entire year, and after that she also cooked. She cooked for us, helped us with the children, and made sure we were comfortable. When they were facing financial crisis, they were homeless, literally. They didn't have a place to stay. This is what mother-in-law, like you and I, that now we have established ourselves. We have gone through the single mother or stressful life, but we have built something for ourselves. This woman is established and provided support, rescued them from being homeless, and also supported them. So take a listen. We keep reading. Never once did she, that is the mother-in-law, interfered with us or impose anything on us or try to give us conditions to live by because we were in her house. She is a phenomenal woman and I love her to death. So we came back from Accra and Mercy, the wife, was nursing 2 baby boys. Both she and both of the kids she delivered through surgery. Unfortunately, this was the time that the job had become intense. She had a surgery, her job became intense, so I guess she had to let the job go. Because of different time zones, my shift started in the night and went on to the next day. So he was working virtually. I don't know, I think they relocated from a different country from UK or something, I don't know, back to Ghana. Then I will be stuck behind my computer for 12-hour cycles. For almost 2 years, he was doing that committedly so he could provide and try to restore them financially. And after that, I would be exhausted and have to crash out and sleep so I can be ready for the next shift. If you are here and you know the 12-hour shift and how they operate, maybe you know this. In between that, I took other gigs to help make more money. So you understand that one income home these days don't make it. It takes the glory of God. We sometimes we have 4 jobs. I remember being going to parental alienation, having my kids in 2 homes, fighting cuts back and forth, and still had 2 to 4 jobs and was in school. 1 week I was working several jobs. 1 week I was studying. 1 week I was having my kids and studying. You get it? So sometimes people have to do multiple jobs to survive. She had to sleep. He was taking on extra gigs to survive. She had to sleep on empty stomach. She had to sleep in an empty bed for months with the children. So this is his wife. As married couples, he could not even come close to the marital bed. He had to sleep. So the woman slept alone with the kids. All the sacrifices that couples do during the childbearing stages in the marriage. So I hope you're learning this before you decide you want to marry a young girl, a young boy watching me. These are possible realities. When you see couples on the street, it doesn't mean they are always milk and honey. They are always fighting challenges together to become successful. Then to the kids, she's breastfeeding, she's attending to them, she's changing diapers, bathing them, and all of that by herself. Yes, I did help a lot, but it wasn't enough, according to him. I would take care of the children when I am awake, so she could also rest. This is the part I want the men to listen to. He said he would take care of Big Joe. How are you? Good to see you. He would take care of the kids, so she could sleep. Even after his 2 side hustles and the 12-hour shifts, he still provided care for the kids. He took care of the kids. He bathed the kids. He fed the kids as a husband. You understand? I would change diapers and feed them and all. But I know that all of that was woefully inadequate compared to what my wife was doing. How do I know? Because at some point I became my primary duty. That became his primary duty, just like it had been for hers. He was doing 12-hour shifts and side gigs to keep the family's finances going, to help them cope. The wife was taking care of the babies, the little two babies that she had through cesarean section. At some point in the process, because his jobs was crashing him, he was not having enough time for himself. He would crash, he had to sleep and stuff. He took over the full-time caregiving role of the kids. And I realized that part-time parenting is nothing compared to full-time parenting. This is what I want the men to listen to. This is coming from your fellow man. It's nothing compared to full-time parenting. And whoever does full-time parenting is actually doing all the heavy lifting in the family. And this is what I keep saying in every teaching, that just because the woman is home, just because the woman is not working from outside of the home, but cleaning the house, cooking, taking care of the kids, does not mean she's not doing anything. She's contributing heavily, because the job she's doing is a job that multiple people would have done. The cleaning is somebody's full-time job. The cooking is somebody's chef's job. The doing assignment with the kids is somebody's teacher. That's someone's full-time job. The laundry doing and all that, that is somebody's full-time job. You never go to an organization and they will have a laundry person and a housekeeper doing the, no. The laundry department is different. The housekeeping department is different. The maintenance department is different. The culinary or the chef, the kitchen department is different. You see? So he has realized that by taking up the role. So he's telling us that it is not compared. Part-time parenting that he was doing whilst working full-time and supporting their wife that does full-time housekeeping, taking care of the home, the kids, everything, was nothing compared to doing it full-time. And whoever does full-time parenting is actually doing all the heavy lifting in the family. Without them, the other partner won't have the strength and peace of mind to shine in whatever they are doing outside of the home. That's why I keep saying that if there is no chef, there is no housekeeper, the president living in the White House or Nanado in his palace in the, how do you call your White House in Ghana, will not function. There is somebody taking this heavy part of the load, his laundry, his cooking, meal preps, everything, that load off him. That's why he's able to take care of other affairs. You get it? Helping around the home is not really where it's at. So as a partner that just think cleaning to help is too much for you, this is from your fellow man. After Raphael turned 2, their child, and Ramsey was around 4, now the babies have graduated from being in, some being in diapers maybe, to now being in pull-ups, okay? She started working and had to leave the home to go and live outside of Takoradi. So she went back to teaching. So for the next 4 years, I was the one caring for the kids full time. Because of the new GES schedule, she barely got time to come home for long periods. I've heard stories where the women worked the situation like this and they came back and the men got different women taking over the marriage. Men, why? I hope you are learning from this gentleman. She said that because of the changes, if you are in Ghana, the GES has so many changes now. So everything was on him. And I was amazed at how my wife did all that without shouting. Hey, God! It was when she was gone that I fully appreciated how much she held down the family physically. I have always had a lot of respect for my wife, but during that time when I was playing the role she had played for 4 years, my respect for her gradually increased. Because if you think sitting behind a computer all day is hard, or going to the office for 8 hours a day is tough, try raising 2 boys. One with special needs. Oh, if you're a special parent, you know what this means. This is a task. I'm not a special parent, but I raised one of my kids as if he was special because they had mislabeled him. And it wasn't easy until this particular school year at 18 years old. I'll tell you that I was still the one doing the work. But for the first time, I felt like anytime I checked in with him, this is due. Your classroom says this is, oh, I've done it already. And that was the best feeling ever. Every time I heard my son say, I did it already. Hey, it's the special feeling ever. It took 18 years and a lot of money. Within the last 2 years and this year, I paid over $40,000 just in school fees in Ghana. I did that shift. A child that should be preparing to go to college, I changed his environment. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a child's play. Aside the fees, commuting every day back and forth to Ghana, buying plane tickets, it wasn't a child's play. That is why today I'm sitting here with zero money in my bank account. So if you heard that and you thought I'm rich, you are deceiving yourself. I'm not. I'm in fact back to being broke. I'm broke now. That I don't have anything to rely on. So I'm telling you, sacrificing for our kids, our marriages, our family goes a long way to build the family. Today, I can go to the classroom. Last night, everything I checked, I did already, ma'am. I did already. This morning, when I sent him something, he will send me a text on WhatsApp and tell me how he prepared to go into class today. That is the best feeling ever. That didn't just happen. That just happen. That was a lot of support. I put in money. I put in my psychological draining, my psyche being drained, physical being drained, sometimes yelling. Yes. Okay. So he put in the work. This married man put in the work. Take a listen. Not holidays. He said that for the 2 boys, he did it alone. That job, you don't have a days off. Taking care of the kids and all, you don't have any day off. It's not compared to going to the office 8 hours a day or sitting behind your computer for 12 hours. It doesn't compare to taking care of kids full-time, being the sole primary caregiver of the kids at home full-time with no days off, no holidays, not even getting working hours, whatever that means. You just go. You just have to do the work. You get it. Take care of the kids. You just have to do it, because if you don't do it, who will be doing it? They have to be cared for. It's not compared to working. I always tell people I don't mind working 16 hours every single day out of my home than being a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home mom is a lot of work, and those doing it, kudos to you guys. Me, I'll be depressed doing it, because you know what? That's too depressing. I don't see any other human being, no adult conversation than my kids is stressful. And I would not tell you, those single mothers like myself who have accomplished this, doing it alone, it took God and determination. If you did it and you end up not having your kids on drugs, in jail, just say, thank you, Lord. Recently, there was a story in London where a young man by the mother, Ghanaians, and the father, the mom got something like that, and the siblings. And people are blaming it on the parents. Don't take this from the kids. Sometimes you just don't have a choice. I have 2 boys. 2 years ago, I had to send the little one back to the father because all he wants is his father. Nothing I did was working. Very intelligent, very intelligent child. Very smart. Very, very smart. But I had to do that so that he doesn't destroy. And that has been a lifesaver. So good morning, Miss Veron. Good morning. Good to see you. How are you doing? Thanks for coming. So don't forget to like for me. You understand? I had to do that. So those of you, if you see me a lot with only my oldest child, understand why. The little one, I send him back to his father. We talk, we chat, we visit whenever time allows, because they are in school and he's in sports, so he's busy. You understand? But thank you so much I know it's you who liked the video for me, Miss Veron. Thank you. You have to do what it takes for the kids to be okay, for the family to be okay, so their kids are not ruined. Don't blame parents who have their kids in the jail system, who have their kids on drugs. They have tried. Sometimes you think if they can do things differently, they wouldn't, or if they know what to do, like I'm telling you certain things today, they wouldn't try, they would have. Sometimes, me as a psych nurse practitioner, I have taken care of 12-year-olds that are in jail. My youngest client that is in the jail system, juvenile system, is 12 years old. And they want to diagnose him with bipolar. At his age, he can't be diagnosed yet. So we have to look at the whole family history. A lot of family members have bipolar. So eventually, I'm telling you, the part on which he is, that's the diagnosis they are going to give him. And I'll tell you this. Most of these patients I've seen, these children, it is their families that call the police to pick them up. And I keep wondering, African American, I keep wondering. But if we also start doing that and we are not culturally sensitive and not worrying so much, our kids will probably also not follow that path. They will probably get scared, and that is why people say, oh, take them to Ghana. People are against sending children to Ghana. I tell you, God, that I will not, or Africa. Sometimes that is the option available, and sometimes the environment. It's the environment you put the kids in. When you send them to Ghana, you couldn't handle them here. The reason you took them to Ghana most of the time is not because you couldn't handle them all. It's because the system is not structured to help the kids succeed. You get it? I sent my child to Ghana. It's a different system, and that system helped my child. My child is back now as a different person. And the system here want to still look at him with the eyes they were looking at him prior to him leaving this country 2 years ago. I have to stand firm, advocate for him, and debunk their prejudgmental opinions of him. He went to class this Monday, and 5 things he has to do, 5 modules, a lot of work. This whole weekend my son was busy. Finish all the modules, finish all the unit exams for each module, 5 modules, and finish the overall unit. The unit was based on 5 modules. He finished every module with the exams and passed between 188 or 80 or so. And he finished the overall comprehensive exams also at a B. And went to class Monday. He was the only one that finished the whole course. And you are telling me that you still want to look at this child with the eye you were looking at, you were using to perceive him prior to him leaving. So people who are against you sending your kids and will question you like, if you can't take care of the child here, who are you sending the child to take care of for you? I'm sure you are not. You want a solution. You want to resolve the problems, the reason you are sending the child. So what environment are you putting the child? Are you putting the child in a home for someone to get money monthly from you, feed off you, and your child remain wasted and destroyed? Or you are putting interventions in place? You are occupying the child's time away from the games, the computers that they have, the free internet they have here. You are putting them in an environment where when it's 7 p.m., they are seeing all the other kids busy and studying. So that it is not you telling him what to do. It is the child now realizing that, this is actually the expectation of the world though. It is not me. It is not my mom. It's not my dad that is forcing me to study. But this is normal. Studying is actually normal. Studying is what everybody does. At my age, this is my career. My academic career is to study and pass. Now look, after less than 2 academic years, the child is back. And I don't have to tell him to study. And all this testimony I'm giving to you is I know because I just go and ask him and say, oh, I did it already. This is due to, oh, I did it already. Oh, mom, look, it's submitted. It's submitted. It's just not graded. And I go to, oh, yeah, there's something there. I did it already. So my national anthem now is, mom, it's done already. And the child now comes, you are laying in bed. He comes to your bedside. He peeps in. Oh, you came. I didn't know when you came. Yeah, I came to the room you were sleeping, so I left. He's checking in on you when it wasn't like that before. Life can happen positively based on the steps you take. So if you're taking the child to Ghana, to Nigeria, to Ivory Coast, to wherever, what environment are you placing the child? place the child in an environment where they see the things you want them to do, they see others doing it. In Ghana, those studying, waking up at night and study those things, they are normal for people. People are doing it. It's normal. It's not normal for our kids here, some of our kids, but it's normal there. So now they are going to be influenced by the environment. Don't forget, the environment changes. The environment contributes to who we become. Our home environment, our parents' dynamics. Our parents' dynamics contributes to who we become. You understand? So this man says that the job of raising children, and I mean hands-on raising, hands-on, me and my hands-on mom, parent, okay, is, in my humble opinion, the most difficult job in the whole wide world. And I have done some difficult jobs, and the grace with which Mercy, his wife, took that task, raising the kids, is what he's talking about. When I had all my hands full with his computer business job, 12-hour being on the computer working job, his wife was full-time stay-at-home mom with the kids. That task, he said, it gave me the strength to also find the grace to take care of them when she had to go and start off her career and not bother her at the job, because he now understood what the wife was dealing with whilst his career was blooming and was going to taking care of the kids, so he will be free to work. Now that the wife is back, is also teaching full-time out of the home and in a different region. He started working, taking care of the kids. He realized that I cannot be Boniaye. I cannot be evil to my wife. I have to go all out and also be this good parent to the kids, so that they don't lack anything. Where the mom left off at, I have to make sure nothing is lacking. You see, he said, I didn't shout. I didn't ask her to resign and come back home. I didn't call her to ask what the kids will eat or wear. Kudos to this husband. Okay, maybe I did call about what they will wear sometimes, because I can't tell the difference between Christmas clothes and sleeping clothes. Understandable. We have to honor good husbands like that. So if you're a husband and you feel like your wife you come home and they are not cleaning and stuff, sometimes they are depressed. The house is dirty, sometimes they are depressed, and they are depressed because you feel financially drained. You come home, so you are upset the home is dirty. So they are also stressed about, why is my husband not touching me anymore? Why is my husband? So work together to keep the house sane, clean, cook together, do certain little things together, so that it will alleviate the stress from both sides and bring back the romance, the bedroom spike. Walk together, take a walk, do things together, do fun things together. You don't have to be rich to take a walk. It doesn't cost money to take a walk. 30 minutes, 1 hour in your own community. That's why I choose my community. I like communities with trees, with lawns. It gives me life. Green nature gives me life. You get it? It will work for you if you put in the little effort. You, not others, not what others are doing, not the other people platforms that are telling you all these things they are doing. Meanwhile, you don't know what exactly they are doing, except the glory, the fancy part they are shooting and posting for you to see. Do what matters to you. It is not one size fits all. There are dynamics in solving marital problems. The problems are not one size fits all, and the solutions and tactics and approaches to solving the problems are not one size fits all. I run with it, and same way she ran with it, because that's what a tag team does. You know what that means? You have to be on a team together in marriage. Don't let the family come in and destroy your opinions of what your wife is and what your wife is not. Don't let your family. I remember my mom saying, forget about your husband, and let's if you can forget about him, and I will also get $1,000 every month. I will help take care of the kids. So you used to forget about your degree you are doing and go and work with your diploma. I was then LPN, and everybody want RN. So it was difficult getting a job. So I was back in school doing progress so I can do my RN. My mom said no, I should stop my RN, pay her $1,000 to stay home in my house, where she has her own room, her own bathroom to herself. She don't cook, she don't clean, she just help with the kids. I should pay her $1,000 on top of that. And I said, Mom, I'm not in school because you are here helping me with the kids. I'm not in school because my ex-husband is paying the mortgage now. I'm not even in school because of me. Before you came and before these kids, I was the one paying majority of the bills because of the kids. That's why I couldn't do it anymore, because I can't leave them. So I'm not even in school because of myself. I'm in school so my kids will have a good future. This is what I told my mom. So when she couldn't work with me to destroy my marriage, she turned to work with him to destroy our home. So you see, it takes two to solve the problem. So I can't solve it alone when it's me alone trying to solve it. You see, the abuse became strong, the cheating became strong, the bad mouthing, the people trashing you to co-workers and outside people outside of the home became escalated. Everybody sees you as a bad person. I'll go out and greet people in the Ghanaian community and they will not talk to me back. And I've done nothing to my ex-husband or nothing to these people. So if you see me on social media and I never have a friend or never go to Ghanaian parties or never associate, understand, I have learned to derive strength in my own uniqueness and in my own life. I've learned to make myself a good friend of mine. I have learned to be addicted to myself. I've learned to love myself unconditionally. I've learned to accept situations as they are. That will bring you happiness, because your happiness is not in anybody's pocket. That will bring you sanity. That will bring you peace. Would it be good to marry again? Yes, if the person comes and they are right. Not that they don't come, but they come. A lot of Ghanaian men are very deceitful. They lie about being single. They are not. By the time you finish investigating them to start to, they are not single. And some of us, we can't deal with that. You know, they are not single, and they will lie to you. By the time you could do more, now I could cut. Now when you're broken heart, you need that. Yes, sir. We have time to work, pay our bills, and have peace of mind. So anybody that want to merge life and have peace to bring to the table and have loyalty and commitment to bring to the table without all the extra lies, that is difficult to find these days in the dating world. So understand that when we are single, we are not single because we are debunking marriage. We are saying marriage is bad. No, otherwise I won't be here working with, I work with families, I work with couples. My client that I'm making me share this video, this teaching with you, they are couples. I believe in marriage and I hate divorce, but I'm a happy divorcee. Take note. So these are some of the things that makes the marriage work. So I thought this is a beautiful story to share for the men to understand that cleaning and taking care of the kids and doing the homework with the kids, washing their clothes, feeding them, changing diaper, staying up nights when the woman just had the baby and she's breastfeeding, staying up late at night. It's not only the woman's responsibility. There is a couple, small young couples, Tattoo and Vera, on YouTube and social media. They run shifts. The guy is a nerd. He's in the IT profession. He works 9-to-5 job, and they still had shift they run when their baby was breastfeeding and wakes at night. They have Tattoo nights that he stays up night to feed the baby. Vera will pump breast milk and save it. And his night, she slept. So she works from the home as a stay-at-home mom doing content creation. I don't know if this person wants to join or not. I don't know. She worked at home. Warning. Oh, I don't know who that is. But anyway, she worked at home, take care of the baby full time. He works out of the home. But these two young couples, their first child, they still run shifts at night. There is a day he's wasted at night to take care of the baby. There is a day there are days she stays up at night to take care of the baby. So it takes two to make it work. The fact that you work out of the home and she's home doesn't mean she's not working. In fact, she's most drained. And this is evidence from another married man. Take note. All right? So he said that they switch roles. Okay, he said, I run with it, when he called the wife and talk about the clothes. Is this Christmas clothes or whatnot? Because that's what tag team does. They both work as a team. They switch roles and cover up for each other. Tag team, that's what they do. They switch roles and cover up for each other. And she had already set the pace of, I'm taking care of this kid, so you have full-time attention to your computer gig, your computer networking or IT job, and stay on the computer all day long and working virtually. It's now my turn that she's out of the home in a different region as a teacher. I'm now the full-time father, taking care of the kids full-time. So if you see me kneeling in front of my wife, it is because I recognize all that she has sacrificed for this family. Husbands, it goes a long way to show appreciation. So does it women showing appreciation to their husband. So a man that is like my client, paying all the bills, had little time for himself, disengaged with you. You should start with starting to acknowledge him and what he's doing for the family. I listened to the woman in the consultation, and I listened to the man during the intake, and I'm like, oh, what can I do to help them? So I'm not even charging them the real therapeutic charge. If you go a service like that, you'll be paying $300 per session, at least $250. But I gave it to them cheap, $150, and then even the subsequent ones, I promised to give it to them $100. But of course, I'm not going to stay for the whole 1 hour, maybe 45 minutes. That'll be good enough. And that $150 stuff, I stayed for almost 1.5 hours, because I am the person that all of my clients that comes to me will tell you, 1 hour is my service and the fee is for 1 hour. But all my clients that come from Facebook will tell you that I don't confine myself to the time. I make sure I have enough time to stay and make sure we have come to a good conclusion of where we are living, of what your assignment is, till we meet again and where we're going to start off from. Very organized, just like when you go to therapy. Okay, I do it. I am a coach, so the therapist will be ethically concerned about telling you certain things. I am a coach, so I am not concerned about lawsuit. I tell you what it is and what you could do, and the work is on you to do it or not to do it. But this is a typical good example of a couple that I'm sharing, life story. Okay, so if you see me kneeling in front of my wife, it is because I recognize all that she has sacrificed for this family, carrying 2 babies to term and risking death to bring them here. The physical, emotional, and spiritual sacrifice she made to give me a family. And not only that, the one of the kids is special need, which means extra work is needed to take care of that child. Take note. So when your wife have a baby and they gain weight, they are taking care of these children and they didn't bath on time, and they are stressed, and you smell, the breast milk is smelling on you, you did that. They even forget to do their Kegel exercises. Oh, you've gotten wider. All the men that do that, shame on you. But I'm telling you this, if you start understanding the need of a woman that stays home to take care of kids, and just start understanding these are more than full-time jobs. These are more than your 8-hour work out of home or your 16-hour work. I would say I would choose working 16 hours every day. I have the strength for it, than being a stay-at-home mom. I can do it. I'll be depressed, guys. I can do it. So Mituche, Obi Bia Oyesa Ejumano. Obi Bia Otie stay-at-home mother. God bless you. We honor you. We appreciate you. We see you. We can't pay you, but it's God that will reward you with the strength And God will help the outcome of the kids be great so that you will feel fulfilled. That will be your reward. Because there is no amount of money that will make it. Up to you. Take note. Okay, to give me a family. And the grace with which she took on this task. And I walk around taking all the credit for it. Because when the kids are doing well, the family is flourishing. Guess what? Hey, Ato. Hey, Umahwa Efe. Hey, Madam. Hey, Madam is cooking good food for you. The woman is not recognized, though. It is the man. Hey, Kofi. Hey, Kofi Mami. Hey, Kofi Papa dear. Kofi Mami show you. Hey, Kofi Mami is taking good care of you. All the glory goes to the men when the home remains intact, peaceful, and the kids are flourishing, and everybody looks good on the outside. They don't give the women credit too. It is the men that gets the credit. And I'm grateful that this married man recognizes it. He said that everyone sees a good husband. He said, and I walk around taking all the credit for it. Everyone sees a good husband, a great father. Everyone calls me a good man. But I know who has been working silently in the background. And she doesn't even care to take the credit for it. She is the glue that keeps all this together. And I will kneel in front of her any day for the whole world to see. This is what, I don't know if I can, yeah, you see it? That's him right there. But this is their anniversary. Nobody understood what this meant. But years later, after this celebration, after this occasion, and the woman is approaching 40th birthday, he is sharing this testimony with the world. Now, you people who thought he knelt in front of the wife on their celebration, their marriage celebration, now you know why. You see, she has gained so much weight, right? But I'm sure you see, he's not complaining because he knew the work that went in. You see that? So he said that, oh, I'm getting a call. Hello, boss. I'm good. Okay. All right. Okay. That's a professional call from my boss. So you see that? He said that. And she is the glue to keep it all together, this all together. And I would kneel in front of her any day for the whole world to see. So I chose to share this story in accordance to what we are. Hey, let me see what I'm doing here, guys. I'm checking the... What's going on here? Wow, okay. Good. Okay. I'm checking something, so forgive me. You see that? So I share this story so that you guys understand where I'm coming from. So as a couple, it takes two. The marriage that is failing because the man is the only one paying the bills has to be talked about. So start breaking the ice. Now you understand that he's stressed, he's tired, he doesn't get relief. Because of that, he don't even want to talk. He don't even feel like he should engage with you. He don't even feel like he should talk with you. But at the end of the day, guess what? Because of that behavior, you are now depressed. You feel he don't like you anymore. You feel he doesn't want to come to the bedroom to you anymore. He don't want to talk to you anymore. You're getting depressed. As a result of the depression, now the house, you don't have the energy to keep the house tidy. Cook, do this, do that. The kids too. Understand the problems are interconnected. The problems are interconnected. It cannot be solved with one approach. You're going to start approaching him. You're going to start breaking the ice. You're going to start breaking the ice so that communication will start happening. Now, men or women, you also have to develop resilience, sense of tolerance, and decision that regardless of what the problem is, I'm not going to detach. I'm going to engage and talk about it. So now we are understanding how the problems are all contributing to the other. I gave strategies from the beginning of how a woman will start approaching. Start making it easy. Start breaking the ice with your behavior, attitude. If you try and it didn't work, then you know you've tried. You come and you make some meal down. You meet him at the door. You talk to him. You talk about how was your day? I have some food prepared. After that, you come and check. See, and you go hide still because still you haven't broke the ice to start talking. You go and hide. You come and say, he ate. For the first time, he tried to eat when you told him to. You have food and he ate. Now what you do? You give him chance. Maybe another day or so, you approach again. This time after he ate, you say, oh, babe, do you have some time so we can talk? I thought, we have been disconnected. We are not even engaging each other. We are not talking much these days. I just want us to talk and see what is bothering you. What can I do to make it better? I understand. I know you're going through a lot of stress because of work, and you first acknowledge that he's going through a lot of work problems, a lot of stress. You understand the work is stressful, also the financial responsibilities. Do you think if I work something, or maybe the bills, maybe you are working, okay? Most of these instances I've engaged in, women are working, but they just choose to not pay a bill. I don't know. Let me tell you, I've been there. The money situation causes major of the problem. Ask him, even if it's the cable bill that you want to pay for the month, the internet, $150, $200. Take that off his load. Babe, I've thought about it, and I thought, which of the bills do you think if I can pay to her? I know my income is little, and the kids, I'm the one taking care of the kids and stuff, but guys, a whole year, if you are paying the cable bill, maybe $200 a month, that is $2,400 a year. Make it a goal that you're going to sacrifice that to support him. That $200 relief. Now he has a little stress reliever. Master, that stress reliever doesn't mean take the $200 and start sending to family. Now make it a goal that, the pleasure you usually don't get, now I'll have, you understand? So every 2 months, let me save $50 this month, $50 next month, the remaining $150, let me put it in some high yield investment account, even if it's for the kids. And privately you're doing that, he don't even know. After a year or so 2 years, you surprise her with what you are doing for the family, maybe with a vacation, maybe for a vacation, you are saving that. Because you were able to help me, now I'm able to sponsor this vacation for us. So now every other month, you have saved $50. Now you use it. Babe, I want to have a date night with you. I want to have a lunch date with you. You see, bit by bit, you start reviving the relationship. Okay, so I wrote something on Facebook today. I think this video is long enough, so I don't want to go there again. However, I want to direct you to it. It's on the page, and you will see this picture. This is the picture. It's on the Facebook page. On this picture, there's a long essay on top of it. Just open it up. I don't know. I think it has to do this with this computer also. I don't know, but anyway, you see, and read it. Okay. When one partner, like the husband in this case, is feeling overwhelmed by the responsibility of paying all the bills, it can strain the relationship and impact intimacy. Rekindling the connection between the couple requires understanding, communication, and mutual effort. The effort cannot be one person's effort. It has to be both mutual effort. Here are some steps that can help. So go to my Facebook page and like it. Also like that post for me, and when you like it, leave a comment with what you think the content is. All right, I did a video on Facebook also earlier today, just before I sat here cleaning my face. So those who keep asking me, what did you do to your acne? What did you do to your acne? You see what I've been doing. Okay, it's on the Facebook page, so kindly follow me on Facebook, Epower White, TikTok, Epower White, YouTube, subscribe to my channel, Epower White, and support me in any way you can. All right, God bless you guys for coming. I see that Miss Vernon, I think Veron from Facebook, she's my long time Facebook supporter who follows me, and she came here and she liked my videos and she gave me a lot of tap. Guys, kindly tap, it's free. Tap on the screen, tap and give me some hearts. Okay, if you can't give me roses, at least tap to give me free likes. Okay, and follow the page. God bless you till I see you again. I'm going to take I've been taking a class on trauma effects on the developing brain of a child, and sorry guys, I got to like fit whatever that was yesterday, and I am here. I think I don't even know where it is. Oh my god, that went away or something. But yeah, I'm going to resume that class today. It's from the state of Pennsylvania, Penn State University. So I'm taking that. No, University of Pittsburgh, actually. I pray because honestly, yesterday, the last time I tried it, I only did number 1, and then it came. So when I came back to it yesterday, it brought me all the way back to number 1. I said, what? So yesterday I was able to access your course. I was able to click to launch course. Good. I was able to, you have previously been in this lesson. To pick up from where you left off, click OK. Yes. So hopefully, good. It put me back in 6. I finished 5 yesterday. It put me back in 6. The last time I did it, when I finally got to it, it put me back in 1. So I wasn't happy about that. So I'm praying that it won't put me back. So today, see, this one here, I probably can show you. I can show you. The bar is more than half now. So I know if I try, maybe I'll be able to finish today. So I'm going back to complete that course. And that's how I stay relevant in the mental health world. So that when I'm saying something, or I'm teaching a client, or I have my clients that comes to me with I have patients that I see. I prescribe for ADHD patients, depression patient, anxiety patient, bipolar patient. I haven't had a lot of clients who are, when I work in the acute care hospitals, I have patients that have schizophrenia, and that I am a nurse, so I'm not the prescriber for them. But as a nurse practitioner, I haven't seen myself engaging with a lot of schizophrenic patients, but a lot of anxiety, bipolar, dual diagnosis patients, like those on substance abuse, those who use drugs, and those who need mental health treatment, and ADHD. Yeah, I'm very careful with prescription, because I know medications that have side effects. So I try to empower my clients to use non-pharmacological approaches too, and make sure that's not working before they consider medication. But medications does work, and you must be compliant with them. See, my acne medication worked for me. I have cystic acne, so I treat it with medicine from the inside, and it helped. So the little ones, then I use, and I'm aging, guys, it's normal. So my sagging necks and my fine lines, my serums and anti-aging products and anti-acne products has helped those. So just so you know, medication does work, but to what extent are you using it? I was sharing something on melatonin on Facebook. I haven't finished with those posts. I have to go back and finish some of them. But we use melatonin excessively, thinking they are sleep aid, but they are not. They are actually, they regulate the sleep clock. You understand? They regulate the sleep clock. So how much are you using it? And melatonin get given to people for immunosuppressants like anti-inflammation. They get given to hospice patients. They get given to people like how you see you give this medication. What's the name of this medication? I forgot the name, but when you take it, it can shoot your sugar level up. The nurses here, the healthcare workers here, you probably know. What's the name? I even saw one the day before yesterday. Over the weekend, I gave some. So I'm trying to remember the name, but it's not coming. Those medications are given to patients who have immunocompromising conditions. So they give it to cannot decrease the rate at which your body fights for you. They put less, when they give you those medications, it decreases your body from working extra hard. You know, those immunosuppressant drugs. That is sometimes used also for that purposes. So melatonin have diverse use, but research suggests that it is used unnecessarily too much. And so I started posting those things, and people commented, and I was like, yes, thank you for your comment, because that's exactly what I wanted to put out there. You know, don't excessively use it if it's not necessary. Look into the drugs. Some of these drugs are for blood pressure, but can also be used for anxiety, sleep, other things. Find out what are these drugs being used for off-label. What are the side effects? What are the risk factors in using them? What are your own risk factors? Yes, before you choose to use the drugs. Just don't use them because it's over the counter. Melatonin is over the counter in the US. It's regulated with prescription in UK and other parts of the world. So I'm very careful. When you come to me and I give you medicine, it's because you need it. So take note. But if you're in Maryland, you can come to me. I'll prescribe for you, but I charge, of course. If you are not, my license is in Maryland. If you are looking for a therapist who will coach you, you can also sign up with me. My practice is Kara Manuel Behavioral Health Services. But if you come under the Upper Worldwide price is like half what I charge in my practice. My practice, to just get an intake is $350. To get medication prescribed for you can vary from $150. My old price is $150, but it's now within $150 and $200. Take note. So that's what I charge for medication management. You come for follow-up, that's $150. So you can, and it doesn't cost me an hour to stay there chatting with you, versus when you come to needing mental health coaching, therapeutic coaching, I go out of my way to service if people come to my practice and they want therapy, I don't do it. I don't. But those that come from Upper Worldwide, I do provide the coaching for them. And that price is like half of the normal price or even less. So take advantage of that. If you have a child that is going through puberty, going through hormonal change phase, let them come to me. Those 11, 12, 13, the teens, young teenagers. Sign them up for me to start teaching them early so that they understand what is happening with their body, so that they start to cope better, so that their mood don't get in the way. When they understand what is happening to their body, it helps them take charge. It helps them, and with the coping approaches I'll give them, helps them to cope better. So sign up for services if you are willing to get. With the mental health coaching, you can be in any part of the world. With my mental health coaching service, you can be any part of the world. It's virtual. My services are virtual, Zoom or Google Meet. I can even talk to you on the phone, but I prefer us to do video meetings. But if you want medication, you must be based in Maryland, because I cannot prescribe for you in your state if I don't have license in your state. You can go to the pharmacy. My license would not be recognized in the pharmacy system. But in Maryland, if you go to the pharmacy with my prescription, I can even call the pharmacy and give them my NPI and stuff, DEA, and you get your medication prescribed for you. Yes, I do have DEA. I just don't like prescribing narcotics and controlled substances. But if it's indicated, I will give you a little bit. All right. Good to have you guys. Thanks for supporting. Don't forget to like before you exit. I'll see you in the next video. Miss Veron, thanks for coming to support me. God bless you. See you later.